Good morning. It's a beautiful day on Maui. There are a bunch of people about to paddle. And this morning I was thinking about systems and like a system for your business, or I'm backlit now, a system of parenting and a system for like all the steps, taking all the steps to do something and get it right. And how often that feels off to us, right? How often we buy a coaching program or have a coach or read a book and we start a system of doing something and then something feels off. And I was thinking about some questions we could ask in that instance, like which parts of this really work for me right now, because life isn't linear, so what works right now might not in 10 days, or what doesn't work for us now might work though in 3 days or next month or whenever. And so it's like, what parts of this are useful at this point in time and what parts of it maybe aren't? And that requires also kind of letting go of our judgments about which parts we want to do and which parts we don't, like what's uncomfortable, and so I'm going to avoid this part because it's not comfortable, right? That's totally different from the awareness about what will actually work right now. And so what I'm talking about is kind of our inner GPS when something feels off. And we're pushing through. You know, I work with some people in their businesses with coaching, and so often it's a huge relief for them to hear, like, oh, well, what if with that other coach you spent thousands of dollars with, what if what they were saying, like what if you could glean the nuggets, but you're not wrong for it not working for you? Because the number of people I hear who have made themselves wrong for working with a system or a coach who's given them a system and then it hasn't worked for them and they feel so off, like they feel like the wrong one. Instead of, well, maybe there were just certain parts that were useful and certain parts that weren't, and you don't have to throw away the whole thing, right? What new awareness do you have after working with that person? Well, even if it's, as one of my recent clients, she was like, my new awareness was I knew not to work with that coach before I even signed up. and none of it's wrong. Like every choice you have, even if you've spent thousands of dollars, like every choice you've made has given you new awareness. So if the system's not seeming to be working and you're pushing and you're forcing and you're trying, like ask a question. Okay, which parts of this will actually work for me? And is some of this my resistance to doing the parts that I don't actually like? Or is it that this feels off because it is off for me? Right? Because not everything that's worked for the quote guru, the quote expert, will actually fit your life. You're unique. So if you navigate by that, this feels right. Like this is light. There's an expansion of life energy with this part, and then this part feels like there's something off. And is it all of it, or is it part of it? And what is that? And you start to dance with that. What is it that feels off? Why does it feel off? You know, is there something here for me to play with? Like starting to ask the questions will lead you to more awareness. All right, sorry if I've been shaking the camera all around. Enjoy this Maui day. I'm going to, and yeah, let me know if this has been useful for you and what else you'd like to hear about. All right, aloha from Maui, everybody.